Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Smith and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, well, welcome. I'm so glad that you found me. I have a Dollar Tree DIY for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you how to make this adorable small patriotic wreath. When this wreath is completed, it is approximately 13 to 14 inches in diameter. Let me show you how to make it. Here is a list of the tools and materials I used to complete the project. For your convenience, I've also included a detailed list in the description box below. Okay, let's get started. To get started, you will need one of the 8-inch wreath forms that you can get from Dollar Tree. These come in a package of 2. And then you will need 1 roll of white deco mesh, 1 roll of red deco mesh, and 1 roll of the dark blue deco mesh from Dollar Tree. And you will also need a package of pipe cleaners cut in half. To get started, I usually put 1 roll out on either side of my body, and then I leave the third one here on the table. That way, as I'm working with them, they don't get tangled with each other. Then all I do is take the ends and we're going to scrunch all of them together. And you want to keep them side by side. You don't want to layer them. If you layer them, it'll be harder when you go back to open up your poofs and adjust your poofs. And we are doing the poof method. This is my favorite method to use when I'm using Dollar Tree deco mesh, because you do not cut the mesh and you have little to no fraying with this method. Okay, so you scrunch all 3 together. You get a pipe cleaner wrapped around there, pull it to the back, you get that nice and tight, and give it a couple twists. You want to make sure that's really tight because this is the end that we're securing. You don't want it to come undone. And then you're going to attach it right here on the middle ring where the crossbar is, and just stick the pipe cleaner on either side of that crossbar, pull it to the back, and give it a twist. And then to hide these ends, push the ends through, and then you pull them back through that pipe cleaner again. Pull it down nice and tight and give it a twist. So it looks like that. That will keep those ends in the back. And then once we come back around, we can tie the ends together and trim off anything that's extra. And then here on the pipe cleaners, I twist them down and then I cut them and leave them only about a 1/2 inch in length. And then I take those ends and I push them forward. You're also going to need something to measure with. I'm just going to use a ruler. Okay, so you want to start where you attached here at the wreath at the end of your ruler. And for this size wreath form, you want to measure to 6 inches, pinch. And then you take your pipe cleaner and you wrap it right around that point at 6 inches where you pinched it, pull it to the back and give it a twist or 2, and then go to your wreath frame and you attach it right to that center bar. That looks like I'm going to tie down those ends again. Keep them out of my way. You just pull it to the back, twist, and trim. Push the ends forward and then do it again. Pull and measure to 6 inches. Pinch. And go ahead and put your pipe cleaner on. Now there are 3 sections on this wreath, and each section you will put 8 poofs, and that will be sufficient once you open up all your poofs to make this wreath nice and full. If you enjoy craft tutorials and are interested in learning new techniques in crafting, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I do upload new content every week. So what I normally do is I complete a section and then I go back and I poof out my poofs. And when I do that, you just basically need to go in and separate the 3 different colors of mesh. And then you open up your poofs as much as you can. And as you work your way through, you just want to mix the colors up. Meaning you don't always want the red on the outside, the white in the middle, and the blue in the center. Or on the side, sorry. So like for this one, I did red, white, and blue. So for the next one, I'd pull the white over, the blue in the middle, and then put the red on the opposite side. Now this does take a few minutes to go through and to open up your poofs, but it will make a huge difference in how your wreath looks. It'll look much nicer, much more cohesive, and a lot fuller if you take the time to open up your poofs. I'm going to go ahead and finish a section, and then I will poof out my poofs, and then I'll come back and show you what it's looking like. I have completed one section and I opened up my poofs. As you can see, it's nice and full and fluffy. I'm going to continue and finish the last 2 sections, and I should be able to do that with the same 3 rolls of deco mesh. I have completed my base and fluffed it all out. This is what the back looks like, and I was able to do the whole wreath with just those 3 rolls of mesh. Okay, go ahead and set that aside. You're also going to need one of these signs. Now, if you can't find the sign, they also have garden stakes that have the little truck on it. It doesn't have the welcome, but you can use the truck. So you can either use the blue one or the red one, whichever you want or whichever one you can find. Now I'm going to take this apart. I'm going to take this off that hangs the truck from the word welcome. And then I'm going to cut this bar off. So I detached my truck and I detached the welcome. Now to prepare these to go onto your wreath, you'll need some floral wire. Now the truck already has a hole here and here, so I just strung floral wire, one through the hole and one over the top, brought it to the back and twisted it. I cut my floral wire at about 12 inches. Now on the welcome I did the same thing, but the holes on the welcome are on the bottom. So I strung it through the top. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the welcome or not, but I have it ready to go in case I decide I want to use it. I picked this ribbon up at Dollar Tree. I believe it was last year. I think it's really pretty. It's nice and thick. It is only printed on one side though. You'll need to cut one piece at 6 inches, one piece at 12 inches, and 2 pieces at 16 inches. So you're going to start with your 16 inches. So go ahead and fold those together. You want them to cross by about 1 inch in the back. So just like that. And you're going to take the next piece, you're going to do the same thing. And you want them to be the same size. So if you need to adjust it, go ahead and adjust it. I have both pieces of 16-inch ribbon folded, and I have one on top of the other. Now you're going to take your 6th piece. This is what's going to be the little bump in the middle, and you want to make a curl right in the center. Okay, so you'll have 2 loops on either side and a loop in the middle. And then this one is going to be your tails. So you want to find your center. The 12 inches your tails. So just find the center and put that in the center. Just like that. And you want to take your pipe cleaner and put it in the center. And you're going to scrunch all of that ribbon together. This ribbon is a little stiff, so you really kind of got to work on it to get it nice and tight in the center. Pinch and twist it down. And then just fluff your ribbon. And just go ahead and fluff out your bow. Pull your little tails down. And kind of pull your 2 loops apart. And that is what your ribbon should look like once you get it fluffed out. And to dovetail your ends, just go ahead and fold them together and then cut at an angle. It gives you a really pretty dovetail. Okay, now in the back here on one of the crossbars, you want to go ahead and add another piece of chenille stem or pipe cleaner to be able to hang your wreath. Now, I always attach it to one of the crossbars so it does not slide around. And then I take the 2 ends and I cross them over. And then I just take one end and I twist it around until the end is secure, and then I do the same thing on the other side. And then the part that I twisted, I pull to the bottom, I pull my loop up, and then I grab at the base and I give another couple twists, and then that gives me a nice little loop to hang my wreath. That also tells me where the top is. Okay, we're going to attach our bow now. I want to attach it right at the top. All you need to do is move your deco mesh to the side and then feed the pipe cleaners down and attach it around your wreath form. Once that's on there, just trim off the excess and then push down your ends. And then you can adjust your bow. I got my bow on. I think it looks so cute. Now we're going to go ahead and attach the truck. And I want to place the truck kind of right in the middle. So I don't think I'm going to be using the welcome sign. I want to be able to see that truck. So I'm going to place it right about here. That's really easy to attach it. You just take your floral wire, feed it through the deco mesh, and attach it to the wreath form. I got my sign attached. I'm really happy. Now the last little tidbit I'm going to add is I have some leftover table scatter from last year, so I'm going to add some of these. And I like these. They add just that little extra that you need, and just simply hot glue them onto the mesh. Just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more stars, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the finished product. And there you go, we're all done. I am really happy with how it came out. I think it is so cute and completed. This is about 13 inches in diameter. So this is perfect if you like a small wreath, and it makes it easy for you to store. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's craft. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and leave me some love in the comments. This really does help support my channel. It lets YouTube know that I have content that's worth watching. Thanks again for stopping by. You know it's always a pleasure to see you. I hope everyone in your family is staying happy, healthy, and strong. Now, if you like craft videos, here are some more for you to check out. You take care, and I will catch you next time.